Yo, what is up YouTube? Back with another video. Today, we are going over the Week 17 NFC matchups. I've already posted a video on all the AFC matchups, and the reason why I'm separating them is because none of the NFC games affect the AFC playoff bracket, and none of the AFC games affect the NFC playoff bracket. If you didn't know, Week 17 consists of divisional games throughout the NFL, so every matchup is going to be through the same conference and the same division. So it makes sense to split the videos. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you the final playoff bracket, which teams are going to get which seeds. So make sure you stick till the end. Let's get into the video. So what makes Week 17 so special for the NFC is that no teams in the NFC have clinched a seed yet. That means the first seed can drop. The third seed can go to 1. The second seed could go to 1. None of the wildcard teams have been secured yet either. The Buccaneers, they are at 5 right now. They can drop to 6. The Rams, they can drop out of the playoffs if they lose. The Cardinals, they're not in the playoff bracket, but they can make it. The Bears, they can drop out of the playoffs also. We also have a race for the NFC East. The Washington football team controls its fate on Sunday Night Football. If the Washington football team beats the Eagles, they win the NFC East. But if they lose this game, the winner of the Dallas Cowboys at New York Giants is going to win the NFC East. So the entire NFC playoff bracket it can move however you think it can move. Currently, Packers are 1. They can drop down the 3rd seed. The Saints can get 1st seed, and the Seahawks can also get 1st seed. So, all of these games are very important, and I bet money this is going to change at the end of this video. And I'm not even sure if I'm correct, because some of these games are too close to call. But let's get into it. So, the first NFC matchup that doesn't matter, it doesn't affect that playoff bracket, is the Vikings at the Lions. Straight up, I'm going to pick the Vikings to win this game. Not only did the Lions look like the worst football team in NFL history against the Buccaneers, like straight up the worst team I've ever seen in my life. But they're playing a decent team in the Vikings. I think they're going to get destroyed if they play like they did before. They probably will. I believe all the Lions coaching staff was out for some reason. I don't remember why. If they're back, maybe they can put up a fight, but doubt it. Vikings win. So the next game, it's not that important, but it's pretty important. It's important for the Buccaneers. So we have the Falcons at the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are probably going to win this game. They're playing like one of the best in the league. They put up 40 points in one half. 40 points. Like, that is just incredible to think about. The offense for the Buccaneers, it's just going to light up teams in the playoffs. I feel bad if you're going to play the Buccaneers. The reason why this game's important, kind of important for the Buccaneers, is because if they win, they lock up the 5th seed. And the 5th seed plays the 4th seed. And the 4th seed this year is going to be the football team, the Giants, or the Cowboys. So the Buccaneers are definitely looking for a free win on wildcard weekend. I believe they are going to beat the Falcons. Speaking of the Falcons, I've never seen a team that chokes in every game they play in. It's honestly embarrassing. Like, come on now. They could have beat the Chiefs, but they didn't. That's just straight up embarrassing. The Falcons deserve to lose this one. They probably will. So the next game, we have the NFC East, the crown battle. It's not really, because the football team wins, they automatically make it. But we got the Cowboys versus Giants. This game's at New York. The last time these two teams played, Dak Prescott, I believe, got injured. Andy Dalton came in. Incredible comeback by Andy Dalton. That team looked really bad for the rest of their year until the offense actually started playing pretty good. Andy Dalton's playing like starting QB. Their offense is putting up over 30 points weekly. And I believe the Cowboys are probably better than the Giants. The Giants' defense has been strong for a lot of the season, but it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. And their offense with Daniel Jones getting injured every week, it's just getting, embarrassing. But if there's one game the Giants are going to want to win. It's this one. They have all their starters back. They're all healthy. It's going to be a very close one, and I have no idea who's going to win. I honestly think the football team's going to lose, and that means the winner of this game makes the playoffs. So I don't want to give a bad answer to whoever's going to win this game. I think it's 50-50. Either team can win. But if I'm going to pick, I'm honestly going with the Cowboys. Their offense is playing better than the Giants. Their offense is playing good enough to beat decent teams. They lit up the Eagles. They lit up teams before that. I think the Cowboys are going to have a good offensive day and beat the Giants. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants won. And we come to the next game. I believe this is the second most important game of the day, because the winner of this game makes the playoffs, and the loser of this game could potentially miss the playoffs. Here's why. We have the Cardinals at the Rams. I believe Kyler Murray and Jared Goff are both missing this game. So it's going to be the battle of the backups. Who's going to win? No idea. I believe the Rams backup QB has literally never played a football game before. So that's not good. I don't know who the Cardinals backup quarterback is. I have no idea. But if there's one team that can win off of poor offense, bad QBs, it's the team with the better defense. Obviously, the Rams have the better defense. They have one of the best in the league. And honestly, be embarrassing if the Rams lost. But wait, 3 hours ago, currently it's 5:52 p.m., 3 hours ago, quarterback Kyler Murray says he'll play in must-win game for Arizona Cardinals. What does this mean? It means the Cardinals are going to win this game because the Rams offense, first of all, it was struggling with Jared Goff. And now that you got a backup QB in, a dude I believe has never played in an NFL game before, we actually have a game here, and I believe the Cardinals are going to win in LA and make the playoffs. So next, we got the Saints at the Panthers. This game is important for the Saints to win, but it doesn't matter if the Packers win. But still, the Saints are going to want to win this game because they have a chance at getting the first seed in the NFC. The Saints play the Panthers at the Panthers. Honestly, the Saints, they're looking like, one of the best teams in the league once again. Kamara had 6 touchdowns. Just unstoppable. It straight up embarrassed the Vikings defense. I felt bad. I really didn't, but I did. And honestly, what's stopping them? Saints are going to win this game against the Panthers, probably by 20 points. And next, we got the most important game of the NFC Week 17 matchups. Why do I say this? This game is the Packers at the Bears. So this game is very, 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 very important because the loser of this game basically screws themselves over. Here's why. The Bears, they have been playing really good on offense recently. I never expected to see it, and they're making a great playoff push. And if they win this game, they make the playoffs. Automatically, they make it. And, if they lose, they're relying on the Cardinals losing. And since I think the Cardinals are going to win because, Jared Goff's out and Kyler Murray's in, then I believe the Bears have to win this game to make the playoffs. And since the Cardinals are probably going to win, and if the Bears lose, they miss the playoffs. That is the cold hard truth for Bears fans. So this is a must win. But you look at the other team, the Packers, they are a must win too. If the Packers win this game, they clinch the first seed in the NFC. But if they lose this game, they could potentially drop all the way to 3rd seed. So this game is a must win for both teams. And it honestly creates the most change in the NFL bracket. If the Packers lose, so many different teams are going to change. It's going to be crazy. Honestly, I think the Bears could pull off the upset. Why do I say this? They have a decent enough defense to win games to stop good offenses. And that's been evident throughout the entire season. It's the only reason why they've won, the beginning half of their games with Nick Foles. But when Mitchell Trubisky, Allen Robinson, David Montgomery are actually playing good, Jimmy Graham, of course, the offense is deadly. And with a team like that, this team is definitely a playoff, contender. They can win games. And what better way to show you're a playoff contender than by beating the Packers. It's a home game for the Bears. It's the ultimate trap game for the Packers. And I have no idea who's going to win because the Packers are straight up, they're a solid team. Their offense is unstoppable at some points. Devontae Adams is unstoppable. Aaron Jones unstoppable. Aaron Rodgers unstoppable. The only way you can beat the Packers is if they are the road team and you destroy their offense with good defense. Is it going to happen? No idea. Could it happen? Yes. Will it happen? I don't know. Comment down below who you think is going to win this game. But with the Packers absolutely destroying the Titans, I believe the Packers are probably going to win this game. It's a cold hard truth. The Packers, they don't choke. They play good and they always win when nobody wants them to. Packers are probably going to win this game, but only by a little bit. And I think the Bears have a solid chance of winning. So another game that's being played, we have the Seattle Seahawks versus the 49ers. 49ers are definitely looking for the upset. And the Seahawks can definitely win this game. They probably will win this game. I'm picking them to win it. The Seahawks, if they lose, it's not really that big of a deal. But if they win, they have the opportunity to get the first seed. And this will only happen if the Packers and the Saints both lose. What are the odds of that? Pretty much 0. So it doesn't really matter who wins this game. Seattle is probably going to win. I'm picking them to win. And Sunday Night Football, the game that decides the NFC East title. The Washington football team at the Eagles. Like I said, I think Washington football team's playing horrible. Their defense is good, but their QB situation has just been dreadful. They're playing a team that's been playing pretty decently recently, the Eagles. I think Washington's going to choke this game, and they're not going to make the playoffs. They're going to miss it. I don't know if Alex Smith is playing. If he is, Washington has a chance because their defense is really good. But I got a feeling Washington's about to choke this game, and they're about to choke the division title to the Cowboys or the Giants. So those are all the games, and this is the NFL playoff generator. So here's the ESPN NFL playoff machine. What this does is you can pick every specific matchup and you can create a specific outcome for the playoff bracket. I made a video before on the NFC and AFC, all the possible outcomes, and I previously just uploaded a video about my AFC predictions. You can go watch that right now. But here are my predictions for the NFC. So, AFC. This game, I predicted the Cowboys to win. This game, doesn't matter, Vikings. This game, I predicted the Buccaneers to win. This game, the most important game, the Packers, I believe they're going to win. Saints are going to win. Cardinals are going to win. Seahawks are going to win. Eagles are going to win. And this is my prediction for the NFC playoff bracket. But let me show you what happens if the Bears win. If the Bears win, they make the playoffs as 6 seed. The Arizona Cardinals make the playoffs as 7 seed. We see that the Rams miss the playoffs. The Packers go all the way to 3. The Seattle Seahawks go to 2. And the New Orleans Saints go to 1 seed. And like I said, if the Saints lose, Seattle gets the 1st seed. But this game, honestly, is 50-50. Anything could happen. But honestly, I believe the Packers are going to win. And this is going to be the final playoff bracket. You can go see my AFC video. It's pretty good. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Adios.